Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be playing X-Plane 11 and we are going to be flying from Paris to Hamburg in Germany using Eurowings 737 Zibo. So let's start by turning on the battery, switching on the ground power, and the emergency lights can go on, and then we set our IRSs to nav. Okay, now we can start with our FMC, but I'm going to skip this procedure because it's going to take a lot of time. So yeah, I'll fast forward this and until we finish. Okay, so now the FMC is set up, as you can see right here. We just have to wait now for the IRS to align. It needs 3 minutes. So as that happens, we're going to turn on one of the fuel pumps so we can start our APU. And we'll use APU power. So we hold this for a bit. Wait for the GT to rise. Let's use the... Oh, forgot the view for that. Okay, this one. Let's use this view for this one. It should rise to about here and then start dropping down to about there, I believe. Okay, we'll wait for that. We'll wait for that for now, and then we can start our like pre-plan our, so we can pre-plan our pushback. So let's see. Okay, see, it's almost on 4.1 almost, and then our APU power is available. So we take that power from the APU and we can turn off the ground power. We don't need that for now. So we can turn on now the APU bleeds and the window heats and the yaw damper. And then let's close the door. So yeah, we are going to be departing from Charles de Gaulle Airport on runway 09 right, which is right there, 09 right. So let's prepare our pushback for now until the IRSs are fully aligned. We can do that and then
Run to cockpit. Blood on all lights. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
We're still waiting for the IRSs. They take a bit of time. And then after these align, after the IRSs are aligned, our map, our primary and secondary display screens are going to start working, and so we can set our V speeds here and recheck our flight plan if everything is good or if we have to edit it or anything. So we're still waiting. It needs 1 minute. Okay, so the IRSs are aligned, so now we can start checking our flight plan. Let's go to plan mode and then go to legs here and press step so we can see everything. Everything looks good till now. Okay, the approach looks kind of... Let's change that for a bit. We can edit it as I said, that's why we check it. Let's try this for now. Let's see. Yeah, this is a more reasonable approach and better approach for the aircraft. So yeah. Now we are good for our flight plan and let's start setting our V speeds. So our V1 speed is 139 knots. As you can see down here, we set it to 139. Okay, and our rotate speed is 141 knots. And then our V2 speeds are set here, which is 150. So, and our flight level for today, our cruising altitude is going to be flight level 300. We don't have ATC for now, so we don't need a transition altitude. So now we can, I believe, we can call pushback to start it. And start taxiing. Let's call that. Start pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, so now the tow is driving up. Waiting for that to come. We can turn on all our fuel pumps. And then when the tow comes and attaches and we start, it starts taking us back, pushing us back. We are going to turn on the hydraulics and start the engines. And after we start the engines, we are going to turn on the probe heats and set these packs to auto and isolation valve to auto. You'll see the procedure now. I'll re-say them. Okay.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
It's ready to connect. Let's use this view for now, let's see. As you see, it's pulling us up. Let's go back.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, releasing the parking brake.
Starting pushback and you may start engine.
Okay, give us clearance to start the pushback. We can turn on the hydraulics. APU bleeds are already on. And let's start with turning on engine 1. So when this reaches 25%, we are going to give fuel or open the fuel. %. You can see that engine view for now. The voice is kind of low, forgot to. Let's raise that for a bit. For more sound. Okay. Should be a bit better. Okay, let's wait for this to go back to auto. Automatically it does it. Okay, we can start engine 2. The same applies to engine 2, wait for 25% and open the fuel.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, setting parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Standby.
Get engine started. Let's set our auto brake to RTO. Okay, so now we can use power from the engines. APU generator can go off. APU bleeds can go off. And let's set our packs to auto and isolation valve to auto. And now we can turn on our probe heats. So everything is good now. For taxiing, let's turn on our flight directors. Turn on taxi lights.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hunting down of the LED. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, when the tow starts to disconnect, we are going to set flaps. Okay, there it goes. Set flaps to 5. Our takeoff flaps, 5 degrees. Let's see that view. Right here, the flaps are extending. Okay, let's check our controls. Let's go, where is it? Okay, right here. Okay, full right ailerons, full left ailerons, elevator up, elevator down, rudder right, rudder left. So everything seems good in our system, and we can set the engine to right there. We don't need that we don't need that anymore. So yeah, taxi lights are on, everything is on. We can start taxiing to runway 09 right. So I'm going to fast forward now the video until we are holding short of runway 09 right. Okay, so now we are holding short of runway 09 right, and we are ready to enter. But before we enter, let's just turn on our lights, all of our lights. Let's turn on the runway turn-off lights and landing lights, which means the taxi lights can go off. And now we are able to enter.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay, let's align with runway 09 right, and let us stop. Let's make sure everything is okay right here. Everything looks fine, fuel pumps are on, we're using generator powers, lights are on, fasten seatbelt sign was off, good thing we checked. Window heats, we don't need anti-ice, hydraulics, everything is good. So now we can start our takeoff. So engine 40%, and then we can go to our max. Okay, our thrust is set. Let's start the clock.
$80 knots.
Cross check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Here you can go up.
$400.
Wow, the departure looks nice. Okay, let's
1,000.
focus on flying the plane now. Flaps can go to 2. Let's set our landing gear to off. Okay, now flaps 1. Okay, flaps can go completely. Let's turn on the autopilot. So now we are on autopilot. Let's look at that departure. It looks amazing. Out of Paris. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let's go back to that view. We have to reach 10,000 feet. And after we reach 10,000 feet, I'm going to fast forward this flight because I don't want to make an hour long video or 2 hour long video. So I'm going to later on skip it to descent. We're gonna fast forward the video to descent. Okay, we are now on about to reach 9,000 feet. We just reached it. Oh, our auto brake can go to off, the off position. And when we reach 10,000 feet, let's reach 10,000 feet. Okay, we're above 10,000 feet now. We can set the fasten seatbelt sign and chimes to auto. The landing lights and the runway turn-off lights can go in the off position. Strobe lights go to steady. Logo lights, and we'll keep all these the same. So yeah, I'm going to fast forward this video to descend, so see you in descent. Okay guys, we are now descending. Our cruising altitude was 30,000 feet, but we are currently on 11,000 feet and still descending for landing. We're going to be landing on runway 33, RNAV 33 in EDDH airport, which is Hamburg's international airport. We may expect crosswinds on landing, or maybe not, it may change. And I set up the approach reference. We're going to be using 30 degrees of flaps for landing, and our landing speed is going to be 148 knots. Look, it's set right here. 30 degrees flaps and 148 knots. Okay, so we are now turning, so we can start the approach for the runway, and we are still descending. Okay, so now we are below 10,000 feet. Let's turn on the seatbelt signs on. Landing lights can go on. Our auto brake is already set. And yeah, when we have visual for the runway, I'm going to turn on the runway turn-off lights. And then we are going to be ready for landing. Ready for the approach, I mean. Oh yeah, and of course we are going to be landing on headwind. No crosswinds for today. Let's decrease our speed, flaps 1. drag is required, so let's extend that a bit. Everything looks good for Okay, when we reach 2,500 feet, I'm going to disengage the autopilot and manually land the aircraft. And of course, I'm gonna try to butter the landing as much as I can. I've done it multiple times before, like a lot of times, so let's see if I can do that here on headwind. Headwind shouldn't be a problem. Or no, it's a slight crosswind actually. Very slight crosswind. 320 degrees, 18 knots. Let's go flaps 5. I think we can remove the speed brakes for now. We don't need them anymore. In the air. Okay, so we should be landing at 148 knots, right there where the ref is. Where ref is, that's 148 knots. It's going to be our landing speed. We actually have quite a good amount of fuel actually with us on board on landing, but that isn't a problem. Okay, I have visual on the runway right there. I see that. It means we can turn on the runway turn off lights. A little bit of turbulence. A bit. Like I think we just flew through an air pocket. Okay, so now we are descending. 5,600 feet. Okay. The direction of the wind is changing. Wind directions are really changing from crosswind to headwind. So it is possible we may have a wind shear. We don't know, but if we do have a wind shear, it isn't a problem. We will go around and redo the approach because winds are changing direction so quickly. Okay, the winds are actually changing directions, like between 318 degrees and 330 degrees. See? Oh my god, now it's in 307. Okay, so we may have a crosswind on landing. It is a possibility. Beautiful view of the city. Wow. Amazing.
1,000 to go.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Got buildings, streets and everything. Cars, vehicles.
1,000 to go.
This is the highway. Let's keep on descending a bit and then I'll take
1,000 to
control.
go.
Just a bit. Okay, let's do flaps 10. Let's extend our landing gear. Okay, our lights, puppy lights are... We're slightly high, but that isn't a problem, we can fix that. Wow, look at that city, look at the city of Hamburg. Amazing approach. Amazing, absolutely. 25 degrees. And let's set our, okay. Let's disengage the autopilot, manually flying this now. Let's we have to descend a bit quicker because we are a bit high on the approach. But that approach is amazing. Scenery is nice. It's actually the default scenery. I don't have any scenery added. Okay, now slight crosswind, slight headwind. Look, it's switching. Oh, switching directions. Oh, no more winds, I guess. Winds are gone, I guess. Calm landing now. We have to butter this.
$1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
$500. $400. $300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Butter, let's go. We did it. 78. Wow, that was a nice landing. A very smooth one, actually.
$80 knots.
60 knots. We can start manually braking now. Auto brake can go off. Let's exit here. I don't know why my taxi ways are like glitched. Look at that. Look at that. They're glitched. Let's exit runway 33, I guess. stop here for a bit. Remove the flaps, turn on taxi lights, and yeah, let's continue now. Our speed brakes are down. Wow, that was a nice landing. Definitely gonna show you the replay, but after we park. Let's fire up the APU. Okay, and while we were taxiing slowly and stop. Okay, so let's set our parking brake. Let's wait for the APU to just quickly start. And in the meantime, let's call service.
Okay, service trucks coming.
Okay, and we are using APU power, which means we can turn off our engines. Packs can go off, and isolation valve can open. APU beat can go on. Pro beats can go off. Yaw damper can go off. Fuel pumps bye bye. And all the lights can also go off. Oh, and the hydraulics. Okay, let's watch the replay for that amazing landing that we did. Let's use tower view for the tower view. Okay, I guess that's tower. Wait, what? That's not tower. That's from a different airport. Let's just get close. Let's tower. Let's watch that landing. I think we missed the touchdown zone, like the exact touchdown zone, but we weren't late. Let's watch that landing. Wow, that was nice. That was a nice landing. Let's see that in runway view, because the runway view is honestly the best. Let's go back. Wow, that was such a smooth landing. That was negative 70 FPM, by the way. Amazing, that was amazing. Thank you for watching the video. This was the flight from Paris to Bamberg. It was fun. We did a successful landing. And in addition, if you have any questions referring to the plane, like any buttons or how to start up or any procedures for the plane, please comment down below. I can make a tutorial for you. So yeah, thank you for watching again, and see you later. Bye.